Now let's work on dividing some rational expressions. And since the strategy for dividing will be to multiply by the reciprocal, that is, we'll be multiplying rational expressions, make sure that you've completed the work with multiplying rational expressions first. Here's our first one. See how you do. Since the denominator is to the right of the division symbol, and since we're going to multiply the numerator by the reciprocal of the denominator, many students say you take the denominator and flip it upside down, and that's fine, it's going to work. You can see here then that the 4 and the 8 will reduce to a 2, and the b squared and the b to the 4th will reduce to a b squared. How about this one? Well, the reciprocal of the denominator is going to be 14 over 3a cubed. And now I'm going to multiply the numerators and then the denominators together. This will be 3 times 3 times 2 times 7 times a to the 5th. And this is 4 factors of 2 and a factor of 3 and an a cubed. Now I'll start reducing common factors. There's a couple of 3's and a couple of 2's. And that's going to leave a 21 over 8. And then once I reduce my 3 factors of a from a to the 5th, I'll be left with a squared. How about here? First I'll multiply by the reciprocal of the denominator. Now notice you have some GCFs. Here it'll be a 3 and here a 2. So we'll need to factor those out. I now have a common factor of y plus 2, and the 6 and the 2 in the denominator will multiply to 12 and reduce the 12 in the numerator, and this whole quotient simply becomes 3. Here's another. After multiplying by the reciprocal, I'll first factor this trinomial using guess and check. I think it's going to be n minus 7 and n plus 5. Here I have a common factor of 10 to take out, and here a greatest common factor of 9 to take out. Once I factor, I can start reducing. I can reduce these 2 common factors of n minus 7, a couple of factors of n plus 5, and that's going to leave 10 over 9 times the quantity n plus 6. Try this one. When I multiply by the reciprocal of the denominator, I've got 3 trinomials. Those are all going to be guess and check. And here I have a GCF of 5x. So I'm going to factor the trinomials, take out the GCF of 5x, and then start reducing. I've got a couple of x minus 4's, a couple of common factors of x plus 3, a couple of common factors of x plus 2, and that leaves just x minus 1 over 5x. And here's our last one. After multiplying by the reciprocal, I have a couple of trinomials. I'll use guess and check to factor those. Then I have a couple factors of x minus 5 I can reduce, a couple of x plus 3 I can reduce, and then I notice right here that I have opposites. So 4 minus x and x minus 4 are going to reduce to a factor of -1, and that's my answer. Well, that concludes this video where we've practiced dividing some rational expressions.